Welcome back. In this lecture, we're going to look specifically at one company, Google, possibly mentioning a few others, and their corporate ethics and social responsibility approach. So this is one example of a high-tech company and how it has interpreted its social responsibilities as a large international corporation. Google was created 20 or so years ago in 1998 by Larry Page and Sergey Brin. They were both PhD students at Stanford, and they had been working on browsers. They made an initial public offering in 2004, and with that money, they moved to Mountain View and built the Googleplex. By 2015, they had created a parent company, Alphabet. Sundar became the CEO of Google, and Page moved to the CEO of Alphabet. Their original focus was on browsers and search engines for browsers. So I should say that better. They didn't build the browsers. They focused on search engines for browsers. They currently have 85,000 of employees in the late 2010s. I want you to look at an awfully lot of their products. This is not all of their products. This is just some of them. I have as extensive a list as I can because I want to give you some ideas for some things you might be able to do that are innovative. But I also want to show you the broad scope of what Google as a company and what Alphabet are trying to do. And you can also see why they formed a parent company. So some of their web-based products are Hummingbird, which is a query analysis with artificial intelligence. That fits into their original task of trying to do search engines. They also have page ranking analysis that that analyzes links on different web pages to try and rank the importance of the page. Again, that fits in with their original focus as a company. They have snapshots, which index PDFs, index Word documents, etc., so that you can search inside of documents. Google Search uses Boolean logic operators and wildcards to be able to generate a broader search pattern, something all computer scientists adore. They have multiple language support so that their searches can occur in different languages. They have experimental search options, so they're trying out new ways to search. They have Google Alerts, which save time if you're looking for information to search. So all of these products were related to better search engines. But now they sort of have a meta search engine product, saving time by looking for information by pre-writing your searches and have Google push that information to you whenever something comes up. It has Google Assist, which is a voice-based search. Then it's also very famous for two products totally unrelated to searches. It has Google Books, which depends on arrangement with publishers. You can read the Google book for free, or you can buy it for a small amount of money. One would argue that when they first did Google Books, it was an altruistic effort, that they were trying to provide a service by having free books online. And that could continue to be argued because for a very long time, all the books that they had were free. Now they also have some that they charge you for. One could also argue that they were trying to take over another area of business. Certainly, Google Books has nothing to do with searching. And if they can get the books online, they won't need hardback publishers. So the publishers need the business to put it online, so they make an arrangement with Google Books. But Google Books, in turn, puts those publishers out of business longer into the future, possibly. They also bought YouTube, which had nothing to do with searching, but it was a new way of future entertainment to the world. So here are some web-based tools, all fitting in with their original task. And here are two that are trying to corner other businesses. Publishing, TV. Did YouTube take entertainment away from those networks? Definitely. They also published Google Dictionary. You might also think this is altruistic, but there were computer science companies that built dictionaries and sold them. There were also computer science companies that built encyclopedias and sold them. Google replaced those as well. Now they also have a data set search, which searches data repositories, which is still searching their original task. And this makes it much easier to find lots of data. Google Finance searches financial data, still with the same approach. But Google Groups is sort of like a one-to-M and an M-to-1 communication model. So it's M-to-N, but done M-to-1, M-to-1, one-to-M at a time. And this is certainly more like social networking. It has a hotel finder, kind of a search. It has an image search, which is one of the coolest things I think it's done. It has a ton of linguistic tools. Maybe you could say it built them to be able to do search across languages. Maybe. But certainly competed with existing software companies that were building translators. They also had little handheld device translators that they sold that Google put out of business. They have a life search to do your scheduling of your house, your life, everything. Google News is a news compilation service. Okay, maybe still a little bit of searching. They have a patent search, which revolutionized the patent industry and made it much easier for companies to be able to patent things. So the patent search actually spawned some companies, helping a lot more people patent their ideas. They have a recipe view that includes pictures, because now they have images of how to cook. Before that, there were lots and lots of companies that had small online recipes. I shouldn't say online, small software that had recipes that you could buy. They published Google Scholar. And this is kind of an interesting work. This is still searching, but it organized the research of most people who are publishing research. So Google Scholar, you can look up the different work that a person has done. Then they optimized online stores so that you could do Google Shopping. And this is still searching, but now we really are saying what an opportunity for anti-monopoly opportunities now start to creep in. I can now fancy or favor one store over the next. You're looking for a product, I send you to one store more often than I send you to another. And in fact, there has been litigation in this area. It has Suggest, which does auto completion for popular searches. It has a video search engine. It also has the Google Web History, which does your web tracking, providing your bookmarks, etc. This is also controversial, not from an anti-monopoly standpoint, but literally from a security standpoint, freedom of information standpoint. It built the knowledge graph, mostly for its translator, but the knowledge graph competed with other researchers in this case who were doing the same thing. It built shortcuts for weather, calculators, etc., so that once again they can favor their own over someone else's. And they provided an online version of Zygot, which lists restaurant and other activities, which has also received some negative press. Oh my! They have also developed products that support small businesses. AdMob is for advertising on mobile networks for Android, iOS, and Windows phones. AdSense is contextual advertising that chooses the ads relevant to the site content. Ads provides sponsored links. Ad grants are in-kind donations for charities to advertise. AdWorks Express is local online for local, like you're in California, you're in Boston, you're in Colorado, you'll get ads from those local stores. Certification programs, you can actually get certifications in their different software support tasks so that you can sell them as a consultant. They have DoubleClick for buyers, creators, and sellers of digital media. DoubleClick for publishers. Display Planner to help you plan things out. And Think Insights. Spelling error there. So does this small business support look like a monopoly? If a small business wants to compete online, they're really going to have to use these services or some services like it to be able to be competitive. Now, Microsoft offers their own AWS support. GoDaddy's an independent company that offers some business support. Each of these companies are trying to offer similar types of support to be able to be the go-to platform for online business. Is this a monopoly? Are these top 4 companies at all agreeing with each other to do things a certain way or to charge a certain amount of money? So to compensate or to be honest and do the right thing, depend upon who's doing it, the Google corporate culture is important and is directing or leading the way for many companies in this country. The Google Cultural Institute includes the Google Art Project, FeedBurner, which gives you newsfeed, traffic analysis, advertising. It has a 3D warehouse where you can go ahead and pull out plans for different 3D designs. G Suite services business enterprises, which means combined businesses, or really combined databases as far as I'm concerned. Education, independently customizable versions of their products so that you can make it look like your own company's instead of theirs. So you can, with G Suite, customize Gmail for your company, customize Hangouts, customize Calendar, customize Google Sheets, Google Forms, Google Slides, etc., so that your corporation looks like it has more backing than it does. They also have lots of software applications for small businesses. Google Hire to help you hire people. Blogger to help you get involved in that business. Bookmarks, boutiques so that you have personal shoppers that'll go search the web for what you're looking for. I find these still antiquated. They seem to tell me what I've purchased, not what I'm looking to purchase next. They don't seem to be very good at forecasting. They have business solutions for webmasters and businesses to try and use. Like these things, they have calendars, interactive charts, the docs for spreadsheets and drawings and surveys and presentations, and they even have domain registration services, which you used to be able to do on your own, but it got too complex. So DNS services have now been contracted out.